All right, we're recording. You see the record button.
I verify that we are recording. A thing that we have to constantly do after losing that amazing episode we did on Bloodsport.
Look, I'm pissed about it too because I love that movie. But I'm making up for it by doing this. I feel like. All right. It's my episode. Yay! Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Is It Rotten? And today we're going to correct the wrong that was done to a film that John McTernann did, and that is Die Hard with a Vengeance. Okay.
All right, hold on, Mac. Done wrong. Hits was done wrong. This movie's rated 59.
Yeah, it's so
too low.
Too low, too damn low. No, this is not a rotten film. I'm not splitting up with no 59. No, this is a tragedy. Hits was good, and I admit it should be fresh, but this film should be fresh. It shouldn't be no 59. But we'll talk about that later.
It's nearly fresh. I'm just saying it barely qualifies as something that was done wrong.
Yeah, that was my point.
Okay,
it's barely not fresh.
We're gonna go through this today. We'll do this at the end.
We're going through this today.
Or we're going through this shit today. Okay, well, fine then. Fuck y'all then. Except Scott. Probably Scott is on my side right now. Guys, you don't know, like I said, we're doing Die Hard with a Vengeance. This is my pick. So before we start, let's like you said, let's go through the cast and crew. We got Eric.
Yeah. So my first impressions with this movie, and the Die Hard franchise in general, I have seen before this. I have seen to completion exactly one Die Hard movie.
God.
And that is the fourth one. Because I saw it on a coach bus.
Oh my God. Well, live for your Die Hard.
That's the place to watch it.
Yeah. Live for your Die Hard, not bad.
But also, another movie that I've watched on a coach bus was Avatar. So my one experience from watching Avatar is on a coach bus, and I'm like, this movie's not good.
James Cameron is personally upset with you.
It's like the cinematic masterpiece of Avatar. The only time I've seen it was on a coach bus, which is a very specific way of viewing a movie, where it's coming in through bus speakers and the screen is this small, about 20 feet away.
Well, I mean, Die Hard, Live for a Die Hard was PG-13.
Yes.
Oh, that's why I didn't like that one.
Yeah, they cut the fucker out of motherfucker.
Yes, they did. They just said, fuck! And I was like, fuck! I was like, damn it. Gotta have motherfucker. It wasn't, I wouldn't say that was a shitty film. It just was a setback for me.
It wasn't like a great Die Hard film. It was fine. Like the way that this movie was written as its own standalone film, that movie should have been its own standalone film instead of Die Hard.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go ahead and go with you.
Yeah,
Scott.
yeah, and that is it's like the thing is about knowing Die Hard is that it's like Die Hard is permeated so much into pop culture that I don't need to watch Die Hard to understand everything about Die Hard. Especially, literally just watching through Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I know about as much as if I had watched Die Hard as a kid.
That's understandable. Nothing wrong with that.
That's how I feel about like things like The Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
The Simpsons did every Twilight Zone episode that I ever need to see.
That is true. All right, Scott, what did you think? First impressions.
Oh, I saw this movie early. I was way too young to see this movie. I probably saw it when I was like 7 years old. And I mean, I think I was telling you guys before we recorded, I think this is the first Die Hard movie I saw. And then I went back and watched Die Hard 1 and 2. And I've probably seen it more than the original Die Hard, but I still think that, Die Hard, the first one, is obviously a better movie. But I love this movie. This is the first time I watched it in a long time, and I still enjoyed pretty much every scene.
Right. Okay. Let's go double down over here, Zach.
I probably saw this mid 2000s. Friends of mine were marathoning the movie, so I think I saw the first 4.
Okay.
You could have been. They were marathoning the first 3 because 4 was about to come out. If you watch it in the 2000s,
Yeah.
because 4 came out
Okay.
2007.
Yeah.
Quick question: has anybody
Okay.
seen the 5th one?
No,
I have.
Have you?
Yes.
Good? Bad?
It sucks. I hated that one. That's the worst one.
Jai Courtney was good in exactly one role, and surprisingly, it was Captain Boomerang.
It was Captain Boomerang. Yeah. That fifth one was terrible. I was like, oh no, this is bad. This is not even. This is just like Bruce Willis didn't even want to play in that film. He was like, why am I here?
Yeah, but Bruce Willis is famously a dick who makes
Yeah, but
everybody on the set suffer.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree, but if you watch that film and you watch this, he looked like he had it. He maybe
He's trying at this era. Like
yeah,
in
he's
at this
having
point in
fun.
time,
It
he's
looked
still
like he having a
actually
little
trying.
bit. Yeah, he looked like he having a little fun. He ain't-
This movie predates the whole 9 yards.
Right,
And
yeah.
And that's all I fucking need to say.
Yeah.
That was the turning point. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. So this is when Bruce Willis is actually having a little fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's back with the director of the first movie, so
Yeah. Rennie Harlan did the last one though. Did Die Hard? Well,
Die Hard, Die Harder.
2, Die Harder. God,
Yeah, I was flipping through the the Die Hard fandom wiki, and then I saw that Die Hard 2 was called Die Hard 2 Die Harder. I'm like, that's just fucking dumb.
That was stupid.
That's so dumb.
That's
Who
so
approved
Rennie
that?
Harlan.
The name of the series is dumb.
Yes, the name of the series is dumb.
Well, the original
That
book was
subtitle
dumb.
is significantly dumber than this.
Yeah.
The name of the series.
Well, Die Hard with Avengers is better than just saying, "Oh, Die Hard 2."
It's
quote, Die Hard.
better, but it's not good.
I mean, yeah, but the title, fuck y'all. That
What
was
does,
good to me.
in a phrase, what does Die Hard with a Vengeance mean?
I don't know.
It's pretty much
Well,
nonsense, but
it's
you know.
complete
No,
nonsense.
here's the thing. Die Hard with a Vengeance. I don't know what the discussion of what Die Hard means was
Yes.
a part of the last episode, or if that was
I'll
off camera.
Be right back, y'all. Y'all can talk. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was off camera or a part of the last episode. But Die Hard with a Vengeance describes Jeremy Irons' character more than it does John McClane.
Yeah, I think it definitely is embodied more in Simon than McClane in this movie. But although the
I
alternate
understand
ending,
the word vengeance being in there.
Yes.
well, the alternate ending, I don't know if you guys watched it. Like, it kind of does also apply to John, because like the way it ends at the point where Simon gets away, and then it cuts to like 6 months later, and it's like Christmas time. And
You're talking about
the alternate ending.
yeah, the ending, yeah.
And McClane catches up to him, and he's lost everything. Like, he lost his job. He's being investigated for being involved in the robbery, and then he, gets vengeance on him. It's like a 6 minute long Tarantino scene at the end of this movie.
So they played the end of this movie. Okay.
Yeah, the end of this movie, the whole thing with the finding out that he went to Canada from the aspirin bottle, that was all done afterwards. That was done after the
Okay,
test.
I have questions about that.
Which part?
Which part?
How did they know? What about the medicine bottle tipped them off?
Well, it said Nordeline. Didn't you see that? Which means
Yeah.
it's really dumb. In the alternate ending, he tracks it down to like a pharmacy nearby his house.
Okay, like that's the part that I'm missing. It's like, okay,
So
he bought aspirin near the border. That doesn't tell me he's going to the border.
no,
Like he wouldn't have a specific location. Also, why was Zeus there?
Yeah,
There we go. That's a good question.
Why would they take him to Canada?
Zeus being there in the revised ending,
Mhm.
as it were, is just so that they could have that moment with John calling his wife.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the only reason. It's just so that it could bookend with the initial.
He shouldn't
6
be
months.
on that helicopter at all.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. No. Well,
Also, yeah, it's like I assume that means that he bought aspirin at the duty-free shop, which is a bizarre concept. So,
well, look, I think we'll get to that later. Let's talk about our favorite scene. No, favorite line. Favorite line. Eric?
my favorite line is...
Did you just say it, or you're gonna pick another one?
No. It's... I'm trying to really formulate, because there was like a whole bunch, because it's like, you know me, I don't take notes, and there's a whole bunch. I'm like, oh, that should be it, and then like it just immediately re-washes out of my brain.
Right.
It's like usually I have a bit of time after I've watched it, and then it's like I'm able to recollect. But I like just finished watching this movie.
Right. I understand.
It's gonna have to be. It's definitely gonna be. It's definitely. Are you a locksmith or not?
Okay.
Well, here's my question about both those scenes. He can do both things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it is a whole thing where it's like, as good as Zeus is as a character, there is some truth to John calling him racist. There is some truth to that.
Yeah.
Although he does apparently not know how to use a gun. He was vindicated there, but the other two, it's like, yes, I'm an electrician. I know how to hotwire. It's like he's did know how to hotwire.
General handyman.
Yeah. It takes too damn long. Yeah,
It looked like he was the owner of a pawn shop.
Yeah, or like a repair shop.
How does that make him an electrician or a locksmith?
I thought it was more like a repair shop.
It was. I think it was more like a repair shop sort of thing.
Yeah, but the repair shops don't buy stuff.
Okay.
They brought that radio in.
No. There's some.
Well, those kids were like given like a stolen.
They were gonna pawn. He was gonna pawn it to them. That's the idea.
No.
They wanted him to fix it.
That was his. That was like his kids.
That was his nephews.
Or his nephews. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were trying to.
Sorry, I watch this film daily.
But they were trying to get money for it.
Yeah, I think they were gonna like resell it.
Yeah, they were gonna resell it.
I think that was
the idea.
Them to fix they were given like a broken thing that was stolen, and they were trying to get their uncle to fix it for them.
Well, no, because then it doesn't matter. Why would the guy steal something that's broken? It's a pawn shop. How does it not?
It's not a pawn shop.
Not a pawn shop, Zach.
I think we are focusing on the wrong part of this movie.
I know, right? Really.
I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure the implication was.
Oh my God!
I'm going to look it up.
Yes.
God. Oh my God! He's gonna do the muzzle shot again. Damn it. Okay. Scott, what was your favorite line? If you pick one line, I'm gonna choke you.
I mean, I'm probably gonna pick your line, but you know what? No, I'll pick a different line because I.
No, you can pick your line. I just want to make sure. I'm hoping it's not my line.
I mean, the best line in the movie is when they're in the back of the cab after Zeus saves McClane, and he's like, "My name is Zeus, father of Apollo, Mount Olympus. Don't fuck with me, or I'll shove a lightning bolt up your ass."
That was number 3 on my list. That was number 3 on my list.
Okay. Like Sam Jackson has so many great lines in this movie. It's hard to pick from.
He does. I got Sam Jackson from a backup, but I actually got a good one. All right, Zach.
It was the I'll put your foot up my ass, you dumb motherfucker. And the whole exchange afterwards that I'm not going to read out.
Okay. All right.
It says right here it's a repair shop.
Okay. I still don't understand why it was given to them. That's still very confusing.
It was given to them to trick Zeus into fixing it.
Yeah.
For free.
All right. I guess that makes no sense.
Why didn't the kids just say, "We found this in a dumpster"? Then
because they're kids. They're not that clever.
They're not.
I would have lied like that as a kid, and I would have never given that guy's radio back.
This is true.
Well, here's
way easier.
They were elementary school kids of varying ages. I would say probably like rough estimation 4th and 1st grader. The 4th grader absolutely could have lied. The 1st grader would have been, he'd be like, no, that's not what happened.
Although he did seem to be like the more streetwise of them later. Like,
ironic.
Man, Tony squealed on us.
Although I will admit they're dumb kids, considering they stayed back during the evacuation. I'm sorry, you deserve to get blown up if you were that dumb.
At the same time, though, why did the janitor lock all the doors?
Because
honestly.
Oh, because they needed to give the impression that that there wasn't a bomb.
I get that.
Because they needed to have the impression that there would be a school to go back to.
But why? They were evacuating everybody.
I don't know if the janitor actually knew if there was a bomb or not.
Well, he was around in that first scene when the cops are showing up, so he's like hearing stuff that he probably shouldn't hear. I think it's kind of implied that the janitor knew what was going on, but he still, for some reason, locked all.
Honestly, it might have just been muscle memory.
Yeah, it could just. I mean, that is just what people do. I mean, are you telling me that you're not like even in the middle of a school shooting, you're not going to accidentally lock the door behind you?
Yeah,
if you know shit's happening.
No, I buy that. It just seems like one of those things. Like, you know what? They probably shouldn't have locked all the doors.
Oh no, they shouldn't have. But if they were trying to give the impression that there would be a school to go back to.
Yeah.
And
but like I said, it's like that's just the way janitors go in and out of school doors is that they lock the doors behind them. So it makes sense that would just be his muscle memory.
Sure. Yeah.
Also, it also makes sure that no kid goes
back in. Yes.
So he doesn't have to research every single room.
That's true. All right. I guess.
All right. The janitor is vindicated.
All right.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Janitor's not working for ISIS. Got it.
All right. I guess I got to go. You didn't take any of you didn't take my line. My line is and I say this, I almost say this line. This fell for me because I actually do have a brother, and I'm in the same boat as I'm in the same boat as Simon Peter. There's a difference between not liking one brother and not some Irish flatfoot push him out of a building. I like that line because that seems to represent me. I got a brother. I don't like him, but if some stupid idiot kills them, I'm gonna want revenge. I feel the same way. I like the line.
I don't know why, but just calling him Irish like gives the impression of a different human being than John McClane to me.
Yeah, true.
He's like he's a New Yorker. He's not Irish.
Exactly. He doesn't really read specifically as Irish.
But it was fun.
His name is McClane, though.
Yeah.
But think of it. I'm just saying, like, there's how many people, how many white guys have Irish ancestry in America?
Right.
Yeah, that is true, but
honestly, not a lot.
Not a lot, but
well, no, have the low percentages, but there is a lot.
This is true, but I think it's a good line because he delivered it well. He delivered that really well.
I'm just saying, like, if you would have called them a New York Flatfoot, it would have the exact same feeling.
Yeah. Does it really matter?
No, I think that's his point, though. I think that's his point. Like, calling him out for being Irish seems like, it doesn't, like, that's not what you immediately think of when you think of John McClane.
Just say drunk. New York cop. A drunk. Was the implication that he's a drunk? Just call him a drunk.
That's what he meant, probably. Yeah. He's been studying them the whole time, so he knows he's a drunk.
And why doesn't he know he's not Irish?
I don't know.
He is Irish.
He is Irish.
No, he is Irish.
Well,
he's Irish American.
Irish is from Ireland.
Look it up. Look at that hair. We are in a bust. We're busting chops again.
I did spot on the once again because I was scrolling through the Die Hard fandom wiki before this is that John McClane's father was an Irish American cop in Jersey.
So he's what third generation? Probably.
Yeah, he's second or third generation.
His great grandfather is like John C. Reilly from Gangs of New York.
Yeah, but it's like, sorry,
an old Irish copper with his his baton.
I'm sorry.
It also. Once again, that's also just on his father's side. We know nothing about his mother's side.
Yeah,
his mother could also be Irish American, and then that really just sort of it.
Like I'm just saying, for him doing his homework on him, that's not a good explanation because it wouldn't make sense. Because then you would have way more insults about John McClane than he's part Irish.
Look, I'm just telling you, Jonathan Irons did a good job with that.
No, I'm not saying he didn't. I'm saying this line reads weird.
Let me get his name right. Jeremy Irons did a good job. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons is. I'm just saying that the line read weird.
Right. I mean, in fact, here's one. I want to make this clear and consent. To get somebody to play
clear and consent.
Okay, whatever's that.
He means he meant concise.
I know, but clear and consent is a very.
Zach, you are literally nitpicking the shit out of it. I didn't nitpick your film. All right, so.
Yes, you did.
I did not. Shut up. Okay, what I'm saying is, I just want to make this perfect. But I really think they got the best person to play Hans Gruber's brother, because you would think, okay, that actually feels like his brother. I mean, he played it right, played it well.
But what if they had just gotten Alan Rickman in like a blonde wig?
You know what? That would make the film way almost fun.
They don't really look like they're related at all, but
not really, no.
Not really. But he did play it.
It's like mannerisms wise.
Yeah, he embodies the
it's like he plays Hans Gruber's brother.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Like looks wise, I don't see it. But
you know what?
Well, one could just take off after the father. One could take after the mother.
You know
exactly. That's why
that would have been cool. Because I would have loved to see Alan Rickman in a blonde wig. That would have been fun to watch. Do you know this guy? I don't know him.
He's blonde.
Yeah, and John McClane's just looking at him like, no, I don't recognize him at all.
Him. Oh,
he doesn't look like Hans Gruber.
That's his twin? Do you recognize him now with the black
hair? What happened to the shrink? I thought something would happen with him.
Yeah, he never comes back. Yeah,
I wanted him to be dirty and misleading them purposely. That would have been interesting.
Like working.
I would say they no longer needed the shrink once they ID'd the fact that the guy was Hans Gruber's brother.
He's not crazy. He just want revenge.
True, but you feel like McClane would have been then shoved it in the delete at the end credits. You have him there shoving it in the guy's face. Literally had barely anything to do with me.
It didn't, but yeah.
Damn it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our favorite scene, Eric.
My favorite scene, it's gonna be them. I just love that entire sequence of them getting onto the boat. I really like that of John for once being the real practical one. Like, don't do that. You're gonna get fucking killed. It's like you're gonna jump on there. That wire's gonna cut you in half. And then it's capstone with the guy on the. It's like when the car falls off the bridge, the wire cuts the other guy in half. I'm like, yeah.
Mind you, that fall they taken would have killed them anyway.
Oh yeah,
we watched. They did a video. Screen Junkies did. Remember that they did a whole saga of.
Yeah.
You got real live doctors literally doing that. Like, oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, it's like didn't they go through all 5 of these?
All 5 of them.
Yeah.
They literally said that falling 5. He's like, he is super dead. I was like, damn.
It's like it brought like to like half level of realism where it's a movie fall instead of John McClane is superhuman fall.
Yeah. But I think it took like 5 John McClanes to survive Die Hard.
But then Shyamalan could have worked Die Hard into the split verse.
Oh my God! You son of a bitch.
Either that or The Sixth Sense. He's a ghost. That's how he dies.
That's how he dies. Yeah.
That is how
You're dead, John. Huh? You're dead. I didn't survive that
honestly, my rating would go up exponentially if it turns out that John McClane was a ghost the entire time. That would.
They never found him. He wasn't. He died.
Here's the thing. John McClane's not a ghost the entire time. However, Zeus is actually a Skrull, believe it or not. Moving on.
Scott, favorite scene.
Man, this one was tough. I wrote down a whole lot of scenes.
I did too, but I had to pick one.
Honestly, the one that like my mind keeps going back to is the elevator scene.
Oh shit! Damn it! That was number 2.
Yeah, where he starts putting everything together. He sees the badge number.
That's my lucky number.
Yeah, and then he just kills them all. It's great. It's such a great action scene.
Yeah, he couldn't speak English.
Otto doesn't speak English.
The one thing I really do have to hand it to that film is that to that scene is that that moment has a lot of build-up leading up to it. There's a lot of small moments sprinkled throughout the scene. It's like, and then once you like see John and Otto in the same scene, you're like, oh, I know exactly what's about to happen.
Right.
And they set up like the badge number and the lottery stuff in like, the first McClane scene early in the movie.
Yeah, that's your lucky number. Yeah.
And the dump trucks get set up in that scene too. Everything is set up and paid off.
It makes McClane don't make McClane look stupid, because the first one he put stuff together, but it's just obviously there. This one he's literally putting. I
never checked, but is the number actually backwards in the?
Yeah,
I think it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I couldn't remember what the exact number was. I just remember him saying my badge number. I played my badge.
It's like he saw it in the reflection, and it was enough to make him second guess it and look at the actual badge itself, and that's when he saw the number.
Yeah.
So it's like if we didn't really get like a full long focus shot on the mirrored image, but I would assume he was just wearing the prop badge, so it was probably just a reflection of the prop badge.
And he probably just was like, "Yeah, this guy's an imposter. Let me go ahead and kill this guy real quick." But that goes back to John McClane just not being stupid. He's not stupid. He's actually pretty smart.
No, he's a good detective. He just finds himself in like the worst situations.
Yeah. Just like in Hard 3. How can the same fucking thing happen the same fucking day?
I do love that this movie like immediately sets it in the summer, so that
I love that too. Yeah, I love that. But we'll get to my worst line, which kind of pisses me off a little bit. It throws me off. All right, Zach. Are you going with the elephant scene?
What? No, I was gonna. I was gonna say I like the exchange with Zeus and the cop in the subway.
Oh,
the Frozone scene.
Yeah, the Frozone scene. Yeah.
I mean, I like the Frozone scene, the one from the Frozone scene more.
Yeah.
But that's what we were saying before you hopped on.
Yeah. We agree. Yeah, it's really good.
It's like you feel like it's to a degree. It's like knowing how everything's going out. You feel like it's a degree of unnecessary. In this version, but because this version exists, we did get the Incredibles scene. Exactly. So it's like it is a tug and pull. So it's like
you could argue that it's like one of the most like tonally off scenes in the movie,
right?
But yeah, it's worth it in the end for specifically for the Incredibles scene.
I will also say that it's like. It is
okay. That's what I was wondering. Like I was just looking it up. The subway trains, where you can just lift the grate up and go to the subway. That's not a thing.
All right. Okay. Here's the thing about the subways. The subways are all actually on different levels.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that 3 is on the one that's right below street level.
Well, you were nitpicking the shit out of this.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I don't think you can lift up a fairly light grate and make it to the subway.
No, you fully can. Yeah. I mean, it's like, is it more plot convenience than real life? Sure, but it's not incredibly out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah. I look at it the same way, like whenever somebody opens up one of those little sewers in the road, like that's probably tools and shit, but like people are always lifting it with their hands.
Okay, here it says there's about that the side weight grates do not connect to subway cars.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
But these are just things I noticed while watching. I'm sorry if me paying attention in our review show is a problem.
Right.
It's like I will say that I'm like 90% sure the 1, 2 cars 1, 2, and 3 are the highest levels anyway. So it's like
it's just a certain level of like suspension of disbelief.
It's like
that, comes
it's like
with this movie. If he drive off the bridge and they're totally fine.
If he was trying to get on the fucking 6 train off the grate, I'd be like, yeah, no.
No, I'm with that. There are some scenes where I watch this film and I'm like,
no, if I wanted to be an asshole, it'd be like what they have here where the A train doesn't go where they say it does.
I agree, Zach. I'm just saying,
But these are just things I noticed while watching.
I agree. I noticed.
There are plenty of logistical errors to go over.
We'll get to that.
Also, one thing I am confused. Like with one of the scenes, and this doesn't really fall under best or worst scene. Did they say Hillary Clinton was the 42nd president, or did
they implied that she would be?
She would be,
or the 43rd president.
Yeah.
It's like, no, she would be the 43rd president.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, and somebody also brings up Donald Trump.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
Yeah, I think that's one of my worst lines.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. All right, I guess my best thing. I'm with Scott. There's a lot of good things. My favorite scene is just them getting to the subway. It's a blend, just them trying to get, not them getting to the phone. I'm talking about them literally trying to get to the subway. The whole entire thing. Them just get it. Both of them.
Like the cab scene.
Yeah.
The whole cab scene. Like,
okay, yeah. Like cutting through Central Park.
And it blends in with my second favorite line, which I wanted to say in there, but it's perfect because John McClane just getting in the car is like, he said what you just said. I said that getting to the station A, we going east. It seems like we're going south.
No, we got to go south. We're headed east. Yeah,
we got to go south. We're going east. And then there's a scene where he just literally the car's coming to him, and this is my second favorite line. He says, "John McClane, you trying to get us killed?" He said, "Not even God knows what you're doing." I was like, damn it, that's like
honestly, I was laughing every time that he was just screaming, "McClane!
McClane!" And there was like a line. He was like, "Well," I said, "You said you're trying."
It's like McBain, it's McBain,
Yeah, it's
damn it, McBain.
I just love that whole thing because it's the banter between those two, and I don't want to pick that as my favorite line because the banter between them is so genuine and fun. Listening to them just talk, like I didn't. He said, "You're trying to hit somebody." I said, "I'm not trying to hit somebody. I tried to hit that guy though." It's just the banter, them going from there and then the fact that he gets into the car and he's a cab driver and the lawyer thinks he's a cab driver. He said, "I'll have your license revoked." Okay. Click. Let's do this.
A taxi medallion, which is a very specific New York thing.
Yeah.
I had no idea what the fuck they were.
Okay, so quick note about what a taxi medallion is. Only a certain number of taxis can operate in New York City at one point, and there's a very limited number of quote unquote medallions to operate these taxis. Essentially, he was saying we're gonna make you not have a job anymore. Essentially.
Yeah.
And it's like
a license.
Because
my bad.
It's not necessarily his license. It is essentially we're gonna get your medallion revoked so that the next person can get it. You're pretty much never gonna be able to drive a taxi again.
But yeah, and obviously he's not driving the taxi again.
Yeah.
Scared the shit out of him. But I just love that scene. It's just fun to watch, and I laugh every time I watch it. I'm enjoying it. The action is fun. It's genuine, and there's some other genuine action scenes, but that's just fun because it just shows how fun it is because of what John McClane says. Well, he said, there's no way. It's all packed up. He said, get an emergency service down here. And he's like, I'm going to follow he's just sitting there following the ambulance.
Yep. Calling in fake dead cops. Sure is fun.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, Zach, I agree, but
it's still fun.
Desperate times.
He needed to get there. There were going to be some dead people, Zach. Those people on the people on that train was going to die if John McClane. I mean, technically, I don't think McClane gets. Can I say something? If McClane doesn't get there, do you think in time? Do you think that train that anybody survives that? Because that bomb was going to go off regardless. So, do he actually care about that people on that subway, or no?
Legitimately, it's like with the nature of them just barely. Essentially, having to get a miracle getting clear across Manhattan in 30 minutes with that level of traffic, legitimately, there's no way that Simon, it's like because he needed that explosion to go off.
Yeah, he needed that explosion to go off.
But also, that was going to be a lot of casualties.
Yeah, and John McClane actually had to do what he had to do to save the day. So if he didn't do what he did, mind you, it's
save the day in quotes.
Well, he did. Well, if you
Save
heard,
lives.
He saved
lives. I'm just saying the amount of people that lived. I mean, the car was like going through the entire fucking like subway.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but if he didn't stop it, the train would have stopped in the station. All the people in the station die. All the people on the train die.
I know, but I mean, they never mentioned how did everyone get to the surface?
I don't know how Zeus got out of there.
Look. It was a bad situation. Stop. Look.
It stopped right before the stairs.
No. Here's the thing. It blew up in the tunnel. It's like there was a lot of rubble, but they do address that there were no casualties, only mostly a few scrapes and bruises. Literally, John was the closest person to the goddamn explosion.
True.
Yeah, he should be
he was the closest, but I'm saying if the car is off the tracks, smashing through the fucking thing, I don't buy that nobody died.
Yeah, no, I do. Logistically, I get it. But they didn't want to push the "we're killing civilians"
I
button.
can see their parachutes.
Fuck you, Zach.
Oh boy!
You can't have.
I can see their parachutes. I can't believe they shot down our news drone.
Oh my god!
Like seriously.
Oh boy!
Can we just talk about
the dump of the Cell games? That was a thing.
Can we just talk about the bullshit people that was looking for this building, just sitting there eating popcorn as this shit was going on? Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Well, what else are they supposed to do?
They were eating popcorn, Zach. You were complaining about people dying, and them fucks in the daggone building was eating popcorn.
This is a pre-9/11 film.
This is a pre-9/11 film.
It even actually makes sense to the bombings. It makes it out. It's to the bombings as opposed to the terrorist attack.
Mm-hmm.
No, they were
which they reference. Yeah, they even reference the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. They reference the World Trade Center bombing and not the tower attack.
Yeah. But that's. Still...
I'm just saying this plot could easily be taken apart piece by piece.
This plot could also easily be tweaked and become a Batman
film. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For the better or worse, I don't know.
It could be Dark Knight. You never know.
No, it couldn't.
You're just hating. Okay.
No, I'm just saying it could not.
Zach,
There's no
we're
elements.
getting to your favorite part. Shut the fuck up.
Pick better movies, and I won't do this.
It's good, and you're gonna be happy now. Okay. Damn it, Zach. You are just a Debbie Downer here today.
It's only that it makes you feel bad.
All right. Worst line.
Scott at least understands criticism.
No, I understand criticism. You're just going like we're fixing it, and you're like, oh no, it still sucks.
Hey, I don't agree with Zach on everything, but like if you,
I also never said that.
I agree with some of the stuff he's saying, but Zach is like going full hammer, like this.
He seems to be very focused on like the physics of everything.
Yeah, I haven't said anything. I haven't said anything about the movie being bad, even.
Yeah, no,
it's there is a certain level of action movie physics that exists, as described in the movie Last Action Hero.
But it's the 1990s. Come on. Anyway.
This is a movie that would not have gotten made after 9/11.
No, absolutely,
especially all of the action scenes that they filmed, the explosions on the streets.
I would agree with you, but season 1 of Quantico exists where they blow up Grand Central Station.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
So I'm gonna actually have to disagree with you on that one.
All right. Okay.
All right, Eric. Worst line.
Pretty much every fucking word that comes out of Charlie's mouth before the Chester Arthur Middle School scene, because fuck that guy, Jesus Christ.
What, you mean Jerry?
No, Jerry was the was a construction worker. I'm talking about the bomb disposal guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no guts, no glory. Oh, yeah. Everything before he is literally actively disarming that bomb, he's just a goddamn asshole. Dude's over there fucking throwing explosives in a police station. What the fuck? Who let this guy be a bomb disposal expert? Jesus Christ! I agree. I agree. I agree.
I'm not sure he is one.
He's the one actively disarming the bomb.
I know, but the logic of this film is already not
good. Oh my God! Next! Nope! Scott!
Look,
I'm not going to try to defend his character.
John McClane was on suspension for unspecified reasons. This guy shouldn't be fucking fired. Okay?
I agree.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I agree 100%. Yeah.
Oh no, he's like the fucking mayor's nephew or some shit.
It has to be. There's some level of nepotism because that is insane.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What's the worst line?
Worst line? This is another one I have actually a bunch of them, but I feel like it's the kid on the bike. It's like, it's Christmas, you can steal City Hall.
Yeah, God.
I chalked it up to child acting.
Part of it, but also like it's clearly trying to do the whole like, hey, Die Hard took place at Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I got mine. Don't worry. It's gonna chalk up on that one too. I'm doubling down on your answer. Don't worry. There's another one that grits me.
Is it when John McClane was like, I'm Santa Claus?
Yeah. We'll get to there. That.
Honestly, mostly that bank manager going, I thought this was a currency exchange. That line read was fucking awful.
But it was
great. Shoot it.
That's just funny, though. It's so funny. That was so funny.
I actually legitimately love how awful that line read was.
Yeah,
but the fact that line read was so awful makes that a much better line than it would have been if he played it serious.
The currency is strange.
Okay, it wasn't I don't think that part was intended to be comical.
No, I agree.
I think it was.
But
I think it was supposed to be.
No, I think it was. I think what Irons was saying was intended to be comical, but not the line read before it.
Yeah, no, it was definitely the line is made better because of how shitty it was delivered.
Yes, it was. And you can probably see
my point.
You can see Jeremy just sitting up there just like laughing. Stupid. Yeah.
I do say I just gotta love the cinematography of panning across, and then all of the henchmen have taken out everybody and stealing their clothes.
I like that scene. Yeah,
just like because like it's like they walk through, everything's fine, and they pan back around and everybody's out.
Honestly, that whole robbery scene works, where you're like seeing every step.
Also, I gotta say, Jeremy Irons playing Simon Gruber has a better fake American accent than Hans Gruber.
Exactly.
No, it was a better American accent, just not very regional. Not good for the region he was in.
He sounded more southern than what he did.
No, it was absolutely southern. There was no denying that. So they should have been like, okay, what the fuck why are you here?
He broke character a little bit when he was like, someone had fun. I was like, yeah, he broke character right there when he did that. Smell like
but also it's like it's clearly an intentional character, because that's also not fucking Jeremy Irons' voice. So it was an in character breaking of character.
Yeah. Jeremy Irons is fun. Look, I'm telling you right there, Jeremy Irons is my favorite part of this film. And that and Zeus, but I love Jeremy.
Batman villain. That's why he's so good. He's the Riddler.
He is. Damn it! Let him be the Riddler. He would be awesome.
He was very much the Riddler in this movie. Now that I really think about it.
He was. He was fun.
All he had to say instead of Simon Says is "Riddle me this, Batman."
Yeah.
Also, why was this movie not called Simon Says?
That's what it was originally.
It was going to be Simon Says. But
it was written as its own movie called Simon Says, and then they shopped it around. It was almost a Lethal Weapon sequel, and then it became a Die Hard sequel.
And then wasn't there a movie called Simon Says?
Yeah, with Dennis Rodman, and that movie sucks.
And isn't Says spelled S-E-Z?
Yes, it is. And it got cooking. What was his name? Oh God, that movie was sorry. It was bad. It made no sense.
Although Rodman's a better actor than you think.
In what?
In what?
No, in that movie, he's a better considering Steel had just come out.
Hey,
the
Shaq
bar
is
was
great in that movie. You mean the hammer was low?
No.
Moving on.
All right, guys.
We're gonna do Steel. We're gonna do Steel. Don't worry.
Fuck you. All right, so Eric literally spoiled my worst line. Yes, it's the Santa Claus line. Him saying he's Santa Claus, and it made. I was sitting there like, I was watching this in the truck while I was going from place to place, and as soon as I heard that line, I was like, why we gotta reference Christmas? It was doing so well because I like Die Hard 1 and 2, but the fact that they're referencing their first two were Christmas film, I'm like, I don't care. This is doing good by itself. I like the fact that this is set in the summer. It's interesting. I don't want to know about Christmas. Fuck Christmas.
The alternate ending also references Christmas because it's taking place around Christmas.
And that makes sense. That's better.
You know what? Other third movie that the first two movies were Christmas movies and the third movie was not a Christmas movie? Home Alone. Home Alone 3, not a Christmas movie. Takes place in the winter, not Christmas.
Yeah, but that
I disagree. I actually really like Home Alone 3.
Fuck you. Not playing, man. I don't hate it. I just didn't like it. It didn't fit well.
It had a legitimate reason for the kid to be home. He was sick with the chicken pox. I like that a lot than child neglect.
Child neglect is better.
Blatant child neglect.
Child neglect is way funny.
It was way funny. Especially how in the world that mother had not been called by social services and no one. And there was a fourth one.
Guys, did you know that the mother from Home Alone is the mother from Home Alone 2?
What?
What?
I fucking hate that meme. I hate that meme so much.
Okay, do you want a weird coincidence? What other movie by this director has a woman named Katja in it?
John McTernann movie with Katja, you said?
Yep. Predator?
Nope. Rollerball.
Yeah, he did that.
He did the remake of Rollerball.
Oh yeah, that's before
Is that what that character's name was? Because I don't think it was ever.
That's before he went to prison, right?
Which confuses me a lot because Katya's a Russian name.
Wait a minute, isn't that the film?
I just kept calling her Blonde Trinity.
Me too.
No, they say her name multiple times.
I didn't pay her name no attention at all. I was like, okay, fine shit.
It was bizarre. All right, let me. No, all right, no, I'll get to it in a second because it's part of my worst. It's part of my worst scene breakdown.
Gotcha. I think I really believe that. I really believe I didn't care about her, but anyway, I think this film. Never mind. Eric, what's the worst scene?
The worst scene is the scene with the FBI in the van.
Oh crap! Yeah.
It was because it's way longer than it has any need to be because they're just dancing around the fucking issue. It's Hans Gruber's brother.
Yeah.
Just fucking lead with that, and then we're like, oh yeah, we'll be way more cooperative. We know exactly what's going on now. Well, why do you gotta be fucking assholes and dance around the goddamn issue? Two.
Also, why are there three of them? Three of the agents.
Yeah. Two. They have two dossiers, and it's going over the one guy and Simon Gruber, but in one of the pictures, it's very clearly her photo, and the screen zooms in on it, and and they make direct notice of it, and then we really get zero information about this person other than she's the lover of Simon Gruber, and also.
Well, no, that's not concluded that he's the lover because she works with the other guy, the bomb fixer, the tall guy.
Yeah, but it's like that, and then
apparently the actress was a contemporary Christian music singer who got kind of originally booted out of the industry for being too Christian.
Wow,
interesting.
And then until.
Interesting. They must have got to play that stuff where she cut that guy to pepperoni.
And then she met her husband, who became a producer, who is a huge country, who did the soundtrack for "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou."
I'd be scared to be in the same room with her. It's like, honey, you just cut that guy in that scene. Do you know how to actually use it?
But Jesus! Jesus commands me to cut that man in the other room.
Yeah, it's like how the blonde guy in the first Die Hard, the one who comes back at the end, he's like this Russian dancer.
Yeah. He's awesome, by the way. He's a good guy.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the facts on this weird.
They pull very specific. Oh, she's also in this picture. Clearly, the FBI have zero information about her because they don't fucking mention her at all. It's like they spend so long talking about these two other guys beating around the bush that one of them is fucking Hans Gruber's brother. Don't mention the fucking psychopath with knives. Mm-hmm. And then she's there. She's there to sneak up behind the one guard, which that guy's. Why did she come in a different way other than to just take out that one fucking guard? But just the fact that it went on for way too fucking long, and clearly, if they knew that fucking Hans Gruber's brother was this, and it's like, oh yeah, we've ID'd this guy. Why? It's like everything started at fucking 8 a.m. And then by noon, they had this information. So they clearly knew that Hans Gruber's brother was a fucking terrorist on his goddamn way. Uh-huh. So...
Also, the other dude is named Targo, and apparently that's an Estonian name. So I am very confused about because they made it sound like all of these guys are German.
No.
They're like mercenaries.
No, only it's only Simon's. This was the meeting of two separate groups.
Okay.
Simon's group was all German.
Okay.
Also,
so I guess it makes sense if Kato was with Targo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not really confirmed or really shown to be exactly.
Other than the fact that she was in his picture, not Simon's.
Yeah, that's it.
Also, the officer, the person who played Connie, was in another film we did on the show, Clue. She played Yvette.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to let you know that. She played the maid. All right, Scott, worst thing.
The worst scene. I mean, I could just go with the kids on the bikes, but no, I'm gonna go with the Yankee Stadium scene.
Yeah, that is.
It's ultimately pointless. Like,
yeah.
And not even the fun kind.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just like, oh, he's at the stadium, and
like
happens.
That could have been.
It just said like, look over here, and then he looked over there and then got shot. That would make sense.
Right.
At
Yeah.
least that sounds cheeky and out there enough for something that he would have planned.
Yeah, but I think my problem is
the one thing that I would say about the Yankee Stadium scene is that it's such a confirmation. It would be like the confirmation that if John McClane had followed through and gone to Yankee Stadium, that they were just on a wild goose chase the whole time. Right. It's like he figured it out a step earlier, but it's like a step too earlier. But it's like
you need more than 2 layers.
Yeah.
I think personally, in all honesty, this is my honest opinion. I feel like this should have been a deleted thing. It just should have been a deleted thing. It shouldn't have been.
It's like I agree, but then there's no reason for Zeus and John to split up.
That's why they do it, I think.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Yeah.
Because they don't. For some reason, they don't want him down.
Of course, Sam Jackson gets shafted in the deal. Yep.
Anyway, Zach.
Worst scene. I'm gonna go with the bomb tube draining, because given what we were shown about how that explosive works, that makes no sense. Oh my god.
No, the unmixed substance was draining. It's like
it was being mixed in at the same time, because that's what what exploded to undo Sam Jackson.
No, because he mixes them. You see him mixing them together. He busts open the white one, the one that's like.
Yeah, he busts open all. He pops more than one of them, and one of them is being mixed as he pops it.
No, it's like I gotta watch the scene again, but I'm pretty sure it mixes.
Also, the amount of goo he used would have also killed Sam Jackson.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like the whole thing just doesn't make sense. It's like, yes, let's take bomb goo that we were shown that it's just this much and just boom.
Also, can we just acknowledge how abrupt the cut is from them swimming to the surface to them being dried off? That is a very, very abrupt cut.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's terrible. We'll get to that. There's a thing. I got my scene in a few minutes, but it's within that thing.
It's like that is.
No, yours is the scene.
That is harsh.
It's your time.
Oh, it's my time.
Oh, it is
yeah,
turn.
the explosion. The explosion looked terrible. I hated that thing. That thing was just shit. And I know it's 1995, but there's better machine. There's better explosions than that. It just looked terrible. That looked like them just jumping off of the daggone trampoline and literally going from a.
Also, another thing about that goddamn scene. That's not what the Long Island Sound looks like. The Long Island Sound is green. The water in the Long Island Sound is green. It is disgusting. That was way too clear to be the fucking Long Island Sound.
Oh man, they filmed in New York.
That was a pool, Eric. It's okay. It was a pool.
The Long Island Sound is green. It is.
Honestly, they could have made a huge joke about how filthy the water is.
It is. It is disgusting. There's zero chance. The Long Island Sound is 2 things: green and choppy as hell. There's 0 chance that was filmed in the Long Island Sound, because you could not film that scene in the Long Island Sound. Ridiculous. There's a reason during the American Revolution that was called the Devil's Belt, because it was a fucking treacherous trip to cross the Long Island Sound.
Okay. All right.
It was?
Yes.
I've never heard that. So
that is because that is very specific New York history that I learned.
All right. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start with the Debbie Downer. Zach, is it rotten?
yes.
You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna minus 2 points.
So 57. All right.
Yes.
Okay, you're okay, cool.
I am giving it way. I'm giving it a lot of leeway for an action film that I did not like.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? For Zach's point of view, that's generous.
Yeah, that's generous.
I didn't like. I could have kicked this thing way down.
He's
But
grumpy.
what really bothers me is the first trial could have screwed up the entire plan. If he just went down to Harlem and got shot, there's no movie.
Eric!
Not
Is
necessarily.
it
I mean,
rotten?
there's no movie. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
There's
I
no
understand.
movie,
Yeah,
but he's.
I'm not paying attention to this nonsense. It's a fucking
No.
movie.
I'm serious. At what point? How do you get the cops then to go?
Okay.
No, all right, no, Zach.
No,
Zach,
no,
here's the
no.
thing. Here's the thing. Simon's plan was for John McClane to get shot and die there.
Die.
That was his plan.
That was his plan. His whole plan was
Yeah,
to
but
kill
then
him in the beginning.
okay. If his plan was to get him shot, then why did he have all these other things? All the other steps he
He
did
had to
wouldn't
make
have worked.
That's what makes it interesting.
It's like those. It's like he had backup plans in case John McClane
But we
survived.
don't see what they would have been. I don't know.
No. We do see what his backup plans were. These were all his backup plans. Every single thing that he did was his incremental backup plan.
Yeah,
His ultimate goal was to have that bomb go off on the subway.
Yes.
Everything after that is just to keep John McClane fucking busy because he decided to pull John McClane into this.
Because I mean, then he installed a fake freezer into a school. Like,
no, he had that freezer ready.
That's to distract the cops.
That's to distract the
yeah,
cops.
but I mean, I'm saying he did all of this ahead of time.
Yeah.
No.
All the McClane stuff is the extra stuff. He's just doing that because like he can.
Where he put it was specifically to mess with Zeus, but he had all these backup plans and also plans to.
He was always going to put it in a school somewhere. He just
That's the whole point.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, why did they have to find it and not go? Oh, we got a freezer in today. Why wasn't that part of it?
Well, they didn't know it was in a freezer.
No, but I'm saying that's something you tell the police.
And you can leap in your mind they snuck it in. Like, I mean,
like, what's
1994 is that? Come on.
They sneak into. They have their Federal Reserve under lock.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you gotta jump a little bit.
It's like there are, I believe, as stated in this movie, about 1,000 fucking schools in New York City.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
There is, it's one thing to call every school and say, hey, was anything recently delivered? But also you don't know how big the bomb is.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, that just sounds like something the faculty would have mentioned to them.
They did mention it when they made it to that school.
Yeah, when they notice it.
They mention it in the first scene that they are in that school. Because every other school they're in prior to that is not that school.
Okay, did two of the German guys put it there? Like, what's the...
That
cares?
English!
Irrelevant.
I believe that it was...
I'm just saying, there's parts missing.
Are they supposed to spend screen time in this 2-hour-plus movie showing delivering this bomb to a school?
Yes,
I think you're able to like make the leap in your mind to be like, oh yeah, I agree. This movie is a little bit too long and they can cut stuff out, but I don't think that's necessary to be in there.
Yeah,
it's like it was. The whole thing, it's like the big reason why I think they didn't show in delivering it to the school is just so that like to put the pieces together that it's Chester Arthur school, the Chester A. Arthur school.
And they wasn't gonna blow it up anyway. It was to distract them. So
I understand that.
Yeah.
Also, was the bomb in the park reel?
Yes.
Yes, they use it to blow up the tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just like
once again it goes back to
he hands him the suitcase. He's like,
which
drown
ones
him.
were and were not real. Why this guy has a line about blowing up children. I don't know what his.
He was not going to kill them.
He wasn't going to blow up children.
I know.
He said it. He said at the end, He said, I'm a soldier, not a monster, even though I work for monsters.
Also, he's not working for anybody in this goddamn movie.
Exactly.
He also ultimately has control over all of the actual bombs.
Yeah.
So like if they fail at the water fountain, he can choose to set it off.
Yeah.
Or he can choose not to, like he does in.
I mean, the guy tells him stop playing with him and kill him at the end. He's like, okay.
I guess I got more of a jerry-rigged feel of what they were doing, especially if you just put suction cups on something called the police box and put it to the inside. I didn't get the idea of them being that organized for that.
That is something that they absolutely would not have gotten away with post 9/11.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But I'm just saying,
that very much violates "see something, say something."
Right.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of this that I have admit it harder and harder for me to suspend my disbelief on a lot.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of that is a post 2001 mindset.
Yeah. You just shut your brain off.
Or just being a paranoid person in general.
That is also true.
That's also true. All right, Eric, is it rotten?
No, but it's like I'm not increasing it by too much. I'm gonna give this a 65.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, and
I got enjoyment out of this movie, but there were very specific parts that infuriated me. I feel like I've made that well known at this point.
Yeah. And I admit that. But you're wrong. Scott, is it rotten?
No, it is not. I'm going to be much more forgiving than these guys. It is. I'm giving it an 80. I think this movie.
It's a bit high.
I disagree. I think a lot of this movie I think the third act is where a lot of the problems come in. You're talking about like logic gaps, but it's an action movie. You're able to make like logic gaps. You're able to like connect things in your brain on your own. I think and I do think that they do a lot of setup and payoff that really does work early on in the movie. And I think a lot of the character stuff works. Like even a lot of the side characters, like most of the cops that are working with him, that you kind of get a feel for who they are. And I just think this is a really solid action movie and the second best Die Hard.
Okay. Go ahead and answer me the question.
All right, I'll do it. Sure.
Go ahead.
All right, Mac. Is Die Hard with a Vengeance fresh?
Hell no!
I got him!
Yes!
Got him!
Bugs Bunny
got him!
Yes!
I asked you if it was fresh.
Oh, hell yes.
God damn it. No, you're not going back now.
No, I'm going back.
This is rotten rating.
No. There's no chance in hell.
How did I make it 3 seasons without pulling that on?
And also, it's so obvious.
All right, but is it? No, but seriously, this is not a rotten film. I'm actually going to go a little higher. I'm actually in the same ballpark as Scott, but I'm going to go 1 point higher. I think this is the 81. I really, really love this film.
Price is right in me.
1.5. 8.5. No, I really enjoyed this film. I mean, a lot of films don't get an 80. Look, if I took it, and Zach, you talk a lot of shit like I'm looking at this. I'm telling you, if I looked at this this is me without the nostalgia goggles and me literally looking at this film as a film. If I put the nostalgia goggles on, this would be a 90. And I'm dead serious. I'm dead fucking serious. This would be a 90. But me putting the goggles on and me taking the goggles off and looking at this film scene for scene and everything, I agree with Scott. The third act kind of falls flat, and I agree with you. But at the same time, if I turn my fucking brain off and watch this damn film, it's fun as hell to watch. It's fun. It's everything you want in an action film. It's one of the best 90s films if you look at anybody else,
okay, no.
I don't know if I'd go that high.
It's one of the best 90s films.
There's
Not
a lot
even
of great 90s films.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
said
say
it's
that
one
there
of
was
the
a.
best. I said it's one of the best 90s. I'll put it like this: it's one of the best 90s action films. Is that better?
Even then, that's high.
I mean, even then,
Yeah.
the Mummy
I didn't say it's
exists.
the best.
The
I said
Matrix. There's
No,
so many
Matrix-
great.
Yeah,
'90s.
I'm just saying. I think you're trying to oversell this.
Yeah.
I get what you're
That-
saying, and I appreciate the sentiment, but I also kind of don't agree because there's so many great like action movies from
Well, I
that.
wouldn't say it's the best. I said it's one of the best. So you can't say. I
Even
can't say it's
then,
one of the
I
best.
wouldn't. I guess
I'm
I'm just
saying
saying
it's
go
like
toe
20
with toe.
It's
with
like
top
some of the-
20. It's in top 20. I'm putting it
Like-
there.
What?
Like
Hold on.
19.
What did
I
I
won't
give?
argue with you on that.
What did I
Yeah.
give Rush Hour?
Rush Hour I'd put below this.
Yeah,
Oh,
no. I
yeah.
agree that I agree that I would put this. I would put this above Rush Hour. I just don't remember what I gave Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I
I
think
think
you
I
kept
rated it
Rush
rotten,
Hour
so I
rotten.
think we're clear in the clear.
Yeah,
As
you
like,
kept it rotten.
as like if we go
No,
back,
it was fresher. We put it at rotten.
It did
yeah,
not
that's
go
right,
well.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I remember. Yeah. So I'm like, just in case that I accidentally gave this a lower rating than Rush Hour, I be assured that this movie is way better than Rush Hour.
Film
It
that
is way
this
better.
film alludes at possible racism. That film is racist.
Actively racist.
Right.
The
Like,
movie is actively racist.
Right. I like I said, that's what I mean. But I think this is top 20. Period. This is the top 20 action film. Period. I mean,
Like of all time or of the '90s?
90s.
Okay, all right.
Not
I
all
can-
time. I mean,
I'll
all
give
time.
I'll give you that. I may not necessarily agree. I'd probably have to look up more
Yeah.
action.
I agree that this would be on Mac's top 20 action movies of the 90s.
Yes, I agree that it would be on his, but
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that if
Hey,
he really
Zach,
thought
Zach,
about, it would be
Zach,
very
okay.
low on that
Zach,
list.
Zach,
And there's
I'm
so
sick
many
of this.
movies,
I'm
so
sick
many
of
action
many
movies in the '90s, man.
Okay, Zach, I'm sick of this. What is the best 90s action film?
Probably The Matrix.
Yeah.
It
I don't
came
even
out
think-
at the end. It was probably the best.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest here. I will sit here and tell you right now, and I will say it to y'all face, The Matrix is very overrated. It's very overrated. I
And
do
you'd
not
be
like it.
wrong.
Very wrong.
I am right.
Mac,
No,
Mac,
no,
once
I-
again, we are only talking about the first movie.
Mhm.
The first
but I
movie
take all
from the
those,
start of
I put
I-
all those fucking films together.
I love the Matrix sequels. I understand all of the criticism.
Yeah, exactly.
we are talking from the beginning of The Matrix 1999 to
Okay,
the end of The Matrix.
Blade.
1999.
The only Matrix that came
Yeah,
out
Blade.
in the '90s.
Son of a
Blade,
bitch.
yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Although I'd argue
I
some
hate
of the
you,
action
Zach.
is
Total Recall.
better than some. Like
No,
there's some
no.
bad action in Blade.
What?
Some of the action in Blade doesn't quite hold up.
I'm not.
But
I'm not.
I'd still probably put it over.
Total Recall is
Total
not
Recall.
90s?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it is.
1990.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Demolition Man.
This is a better action movie than Demolition Man.
I love
mean,
Demolition
Terminator
Man.
2.
But as far as
Terminator 2
specifically the
Terminator.
action,
Oh yeah, Terminator 2. Terminator 2 is also.
Terminator 2 better. I will admit this.
Yep.
That's better. If you really
Desperado. The first Mission Impossible.
Hmm.
I mean,
Like honestly, it's like I mentioned before. It's like I just because of how much of a pulpy nightmare that movie is, I probably also would still put The Mummy above this movie.
Yeah.
just because of how it's just
For a high
it's just
tail.
The Fifth Element.
look at
If we're going with Bruce Willis movies, The Fifth Element's a better action movie than this.
I will agree
Yeah.
with you on that. I think anything sci-fi, Zach is just like yes.
no, I do like sci-fi more. What?
No,
what
okay.
what
Oh,
did I say I
no.
didn't?
Zach, okay, hear about this. I'm gonna make it harder for you. Non-sci-fi action film.
Hard boiled. Sorry.
That's a good one.
No.
You can't think of one.
True
It
Lies.
has to have.
oh yeah, true. Ooh,
Oh,
True
yeah,
Lies.
yes, True Lies.
True Lies. Oh.
Yeah.
I technically call The Crow an action film.
That's still sci-fi.
No, that's more.
No, that's not
supernatural.
sci-fi.
fantasy.
Not sci-fi.
See?
Oh, the man comes back alive. I mean,
Yeah, but not by scientific
Yeah,
means. It's like
yeah,
a fantasy
it's
thing. It's
supernatural.
a, it's a
Yeah, no,
magical
it's-
show.
okay, okay.
It's not through science. The sci in sci-fi,
Yes.
Okay, we find.
and the
okay,
fi
I
is just fiction. So
I just wanted to I finally just proved that Zach doesn't hate all normal action films.
No, I don't. I never said I did. I like the
No.
original Mission
Yeah.
Impossible.
I'm sure you like the first Die Hard too, right?
It's fine.
No.
There you go.
Yeah.
I said it's fine.
Yeah.
I'd rate it higher than this one.
Okay, that's
fair. That's fair.
Con Air.
That's fair.
Oh, Con Air. Ooh.
Oh shit.
Oh, because that hits like all
And
like
Face Off.
Oh, Con Air and Face Off.
Face Off's more sci-fi.
Face Off is sci-fi.
Totally sci-fi.
I want to take his face.
I think we lose
exactly.
that.
Mask of Zorro.
There you go.
Mask
of Zorro.
Mask of Zorro's good. Yeah.
But,
I'm just saying,
Zach,
I have a
your
feeling.
camera's frozen for me. I don't know if it's frozen for you guys.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
You're frozen. Zach is finally getting too happy about talking about other films.
No, I think your computer's overheating again.
No.
Shit. Zach is blinking. He's coming back. He's going forward. Oh my god.
No, I think OBS crashed.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, Morpheus.
Morpheus?
No, I'm just saying it's the Matrix. It's okay.
Like LimeWire?
No. All right, guys. Let's go ahead. All right, now we got that over.
There you go.
Zach is the only one that hates this film. It's okay.
No. It's like once again we're hitting that misnomer of the binary of rotten and not rotten.
And
Zach doesn't hate this movie. If there was a third middle option, is where Zach and I would be placed.
Yeah,
where the movie is just okay. I'm more leaning on
rental.
good than he is, but we're in the middle.
This is a rental.
Yeah,
it's not a buy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think you have this thing where you think like
anything other than 60 is this movie's awful.
You have no idea what it takes for hate. There's movies I call rotten that I don't hate all the time.
No, if you recall, I am the only one who knows what you hate. I am the only one who's caused you to seethe in anger.
Yes. Eric, that payback is coming. Don't worry. We're just going through films we actually love. We're gonna get you. All right, guys.
We're gonna do all the Shaquille O'Neal movies.
You know what? I'm digging Kazam. You know.
No.
It's a great movie. American classic.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let's get to our sequel pitches.
The last time you watched it.
I watch it regularly. Yeah,
it's awesome. That kid was awesome.
That explains all the brain damage.
Yeah. No, it's probably been like 25 years.
Still, I watched last night.
All right. So my sequel pitch, as I know sometimes we like to pretend. It's like when we pick an early movie in a series, we pretend all of the future sequels don't exist in a lot of cases. So a lot of the times I choose to ignore that ignoring and work it in, and I'm making a sequel past the existing movies in the franchise. And this is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna have this movie set about 2018-ish. So John McClane is he's getting on in years. He is finally at this point in his life feeling the abuse his body has endured over the course of this series.
That's Die Hard. That's live for Die Hard. You're laughing. That's what it is.
And John McClane has taken up a job as a crisis consultant. Where
is that like Sherlock Holmes with?
Oh, damn it!
Where he has a painkiller dependency, but he's also
it is
called in sent in when there are these where these people are put in these very dangerous, obscure situations.
You son of a bitch!
And he's the only one who could figure out what is going on. It's Cop House. It is Cop House. Yes. It's Cop House.
I knew what you said. I knew.
It's House, but he's a cop.
I knew it was House because I heard.
Okay, I'm sorry. John McClane will never be as big of an asshole
That's hilarious.
as how Dr. House.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He'd be closer to how Sherlock is in not in Sherlock, in the other one.
That
in
Robert Downey Jr. one.
No, in Elementary.
Oh, Ellen. Oh, yeah, the one with Lucy Liu.
Yeah, House is.
I love that one actually.
House is an asshole. I mean, he literally tried.
House would be canceled on Twitter in like a day.
Yes, he would.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he literally.
Then again, I do want to watch John McClane gets canceled.
John McClane gets canceled.
Okay. Well, we got House.
We got House.
Scott.
And then he's like, and he holds up Zeus. I got a black friend.
And Reginald Vell Johnson.
Yeah, it is kind of upsetting that Reginald Vell Johnson did make an appearance in this movie.
Nah, I mean, he was. I think he was doing Family Matters at the time, was he?
Probably, but at the same time, like, why not? You know, just throw him in there.
The wrong place at the wrong time.
Was Family Matters still on at the time when this came out?
I think so. It was probably like ending soon.
Yeah,
like it was still on.
Let's see. This movie came out
95?
95. Family Matters ran until
98.
98.
Oh yeah, he was doing Family Matters. Yeah.
Okay.
He still could have probably.
So he was also doing Family Matters during the first film, which is why he was only in one scene.
Well, they did do that little mini commercial for Die Hard Battery, and they didn't bring him back in that one. That kind of hurt me a lot. They could have brought him back in that. They brought back the other guy, the limo driver. Dude, they didn't bring back Sergeant Al Powell.
Argyle. They brought back Argyle.
I don't give a fuck about Argyle. I want Powell to be back.
Okay, well, that's going to be a problem for my sequel because it's all Argyle.
Let's hear your sequel pitch. Let's hear Argyle.
Yeah, Argyle's not in my sequel.
Damn it.
I actually kind of have two with the two mindsets that Eric laid out in mind. One, if I were just doing a sequel right then, and honestly, it would just be White House Down.
Yeah.
John McClane, like the next step, he's going to be a Secret Service agent, and his daughter's there, and shit goes down, and like Hans Gruber's daughter shows up. He's trying to take over the White House.
Cynthia Gruber.
Yeah. Just throw in a Gruber.
Yeah.
And the other one, if I were doing it now, is a complete reboot, not or even a prequel. You can do it. It's John McClane's father, working at Area 51, and terrorists come in trying to steal an alien.
And it's on Christmas. It's on Christmas.
No, of course.
No. It's on the 4th of July.
4th of July. There you go.
4th of July. There we go.
Independence Day crossover.
Yes. Will Smith pops up. Welcome to Earth.
Also, just side note. How come Jay never said "Welcome to Earth" in Men in Black 2 when essentially it's just interspace TSA. At no point does anybody in the movie say "Welcome to Earth." It seems like a missed opportunity.
It was a missed opportunity. No, Eric, it was a missed opportunity with those aliens that show up in Men in Black and looked at them like you look familiar.
Also true. It also might just it might just be a studio thing though for those aliens to show up.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna look that up again.
That cartoon was quite good.
It was very good.
It was very good. I agree with you on that. I like that cartoon.
Like better than the sequels.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 wasn't bad. I'm just saying.
3 was terrible, but
Who at least has Rip Torn like karate fighting, which is fun.
That's not enough though.
It's not enough, but it's fun.
It's fun, and he's literally talking about how having sex with the alien was awesome too.
It's like his character from Freddy Got Fingered like took over his character from Men in Black.
I'll give you that. Yep. When our bodies are in time and the comments are drawn. Okay, so Debbie Downer.
Oh, you want this?
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
I know it's not on anymore, but I think there should have been a John McClane episode of The Blacklist.
Actually, I don't hate that idea.
I like
that.
No, you haven't let me finish. He's on the Blacklist.
Oh, I was about to say, is he being?
It turns out this whole time he was doing. He had been saving people, but he also figured out that he could get away, have people do lesser crimes elsewhere while he took care of one other one.
Because
so he was Hans Grubering Hans Gruber.
Yeah, I don't hate that idea. I like that.
That his whole thing is he'll get attached to cases just so it'll look like it's going one way and there will be a concurrent crime going on, but he'll make sure all the resources are tapped.
Honestly, that kind of works with the alternate ending of this movie.
Yeah, it does.
They're investigating him for that exact thing.
Yeah. Also, Men in Black was Sony, Independence Day was Fox.
Gotcha. Can't do it. Okay.
And I just want to see him interact with, James Spader.
Yeah, I like that idea. I don't hate that idea. I like it.
James Spader would be a good Die Hard villain.
He would.
It's kind of insane he wasn't one.
He would have been way better in like the Timothy Olyphant role in the fourth movie.
I actually like that too.
Yeah.
But I like Timothy Olyphant. I didn't hate him.
Timothy Olyphant's good. He just wasn't good in that role, I don't think.
He was too bland for me.
He seemed too like military.
There we go.
He needs to be more nerdy.
Yeah.
You know what series like fucking nailed their threatening cyber terrorist? Bones. But it's like their cyber terrorist serial killer character in that fucking series was terrifying.
Well, he literally hacked them with a bone.
Yeah. He wrote a virus into a spinal cord so that knowing that they would scan it would upload a virus and destroy their high-tech systems.
Wow.
No,
it's insane.
Yeah.
It is. That sounds ridiculous, but I love it.
I love
it. Fun because he was able to write a computer virus while under house arrest and being able to not access any technology.
Is it just me or was
how'd he get the bones?
It was everybody associated with the Gorgon way more interesting than Gorgon himself.
No, yeah, he was like, it's like they do mention it in Sweets' final breakdown is that he's just nobody.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
that's so wholly unsatisfying.
Especially when you have a kid with a diamond tooth and that's how you get him for gnawing on bone. Like that's fascinating. Like it's like if you can get a kid like that to do that, that's fascinating.
But yeah, it was intense but also a very terrible way to write Zach out of that show.
Oh yeah,
it was disappointing. And then they brought him back. He played a great. His episodes that he came back for in season 5 were really good, and then they don't touch him for like a fucking decade.
Yeah.
All right, it's my turn, people. I'm gonna get serious here.
Like most of the interns were good, but
yeah.
All right.
We talked about Wendell. Wendell was probably my favorite intern, which is part of the reason why I do enjoy that movie.
All right, guys.
And unfortunately, the one who gets shot was also awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So,
but I do love that Fisher has a stand-up career. That was awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
And so, also Betty White.
Y'all done yet?
We can talk about Bones for way longer.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. And having Aristu in oh, that's enough. That's enough. That was the last time. I promise. Move on.
I'm gonna choke both of you. All right. So anyway, so my sequel pitch is going to happen. My sequel pitch is basically the alternate falls under the alternate ending because I want that. I don't hate Live Free or Die Hard. I actually don't want to top it. I want to keep that in there. I actually would like to get rid of that last one because that was shit. But,
Actually, I do think that there is a way that you could tie Live Free or Die Hard to the alternate ending of this movie. Because it's like, part of the reason is like nobody cares about him anymore.
That's true. That's
so
true.
It's like he's irrelevant. It's like so all the investigations came up empty, but also he's no longer a cop. That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting, but
he has a Vicodin addiction.
You son of a bitch.
It's like he took Simon's aspirin and then never looked back.
No. It tastes weird.
That was Simon's last trick, getting him addicted to pills instead of alcohol.
Oh no. He does not need to give up alcohol.
Actually, in the alternate ending, he specifically says he gives it up.
This is gonna give it my. Here we go.
I found a new drug.
All right. So, in my sequel pitch, so like I said, McTernann has given up drinking and all that. I'm going to Eric. Fuck you.
It's on the adrenochrome.
Here we go. McTernann is now a PI in France. He works basically cases. He's a PI. He works cases that that no one wants. That basically is either a dead end or it's going to get you killed. So he's literally looking for that thrill of getting killed, looking for the thrill seeking of getting killed. And whenever
you could say he has a death wish.
Exactly.
Are you doing Death Wish? He was in Death Wish.
No, I'm not doing Death Wish. No, that film's not good. So the French calls him Home en Marche, Home March, which is French for dead man because everything.
I think that would be pronounced Homor.
Sorry.
Homor.
Le Homor Marche, which is dead man.
Okay.
Mac, I took fucking 7 years of French. Just don't even try.
I'm not trying. Okay, but anyway, it's in French. It's dead man in French. And yes, he has a death wish, and he takes these cases, but he's not an alcoholic anymore. So he gets a case to go save the daughter of this rich industrialist, and it takes him literally all across Europe, and it's a fun adventure for him. And
is it the Da Vinci Code?
No.
It's like the trick is to always guess what movie Mac is trying to turn it into.
Anyway,
it usually is. My guess is he's actually trying his hand at something original. Unfortunately, I'm already has seen problems with McTernann trying to speak French.
I just thought it's like when he started with France, I'm like, is this going to be Taken?
That was my original idea, but I was like, it was going to be Taken, and they take Lucy McTernann, and it would have been interesting. But it
would not have been.
It would not have been interesting. It would have been the original. It just would have been Taken. But
no. They take Jack. But then Jack just escapes on his own, so it's John chasing after terrorists, but also Jack's just already fine.
That's interesting. That's a sequel pitch. So like I said, I want John McTernann to. I'm basically just trying to say I'm taking your idea, Eric, because that was just written before I even thought of that. I literally thought I want John McTernann to get a new addiction. But it's not drinking. It's him literally finding the thrill of close near-death experience.
He's an adrenaline.
So kind of like the guy in Lie to Me, the main character of Lie to Me, who's addicted to war. So he's addicted to the thrill of war.
Or like Ryan Reynolds in Six Underground, where he's just like, I'm just going to jump off a cliff into the water.
I'm not sure if France is really the right setting.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the set. It's
what about Russia? What are your feelings on Mother Russia?
Honestly, South America would probably do better.
South America would actually be a really good place for him to do this.
Okay, we can do South America. It doesn't matter.
I can see him attempting.
And then he's tracked down by Chandler Bing, and it's the whole 10 yards.
Fuck you. No.
The whole 11 yards.
Hell no. We're not. There's no more. There's no hole.
There's no more yards.
There's
We're out of yards.
More fucking yards. He's stuck.
We can call it offsides or out of bounds.
So what I want to do is literally the reason why I take him out of America is the fact that I want to take that ending because they don't like. According to that alternate ending, he has nothing left in America to go back to. They abandoned.
Because he's going to Christmas with his family.
This is true, but yeah, he can go back to Christmas with his family, and that's my sequel pitch. His family get captured, and he's going to kill everybody. And it turns out
it's like Cops and Robertsons.
Yes. And they go to Canada, and McTernann literally goes on a boat and shoots him in the head.
And Chevy Chase is definitely in it.
Yes, and Chevy Chase is definitely in it, and he's literally on the waterfall. He is literally at Niagara Falls, and he just finally, they're posing for a picture, and John McClane accidentally shoot him in the head.
National Lampoon's Die Hard 5, Cops and Robertsons.
Yes!
One thing I will find interesting about all of our pitches is that exactly 0 of them include Zeus.
Yeah. No, I mean, how do you bring him along for the next adventure?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I did not want to bring him.
I considered giving Zeus his own movie.
But would it be an action?
Like a full-on do the right thing, but starring Zeus.
That's what I was thinking.
That'd be really good.
Yeah.
That'd be really good.
Yeah, what? You gotta do the right thing, kid. What?
Just trying.
Also, I wonder. Did you know that Family Matters is a spinoff of Perfect Strangers?
Yes.
Yeah. Harriet's the elevator operator.
Yeah,
in the building.
Perfect Strangers. Wow.
Yeah.
Balky, man. Balky Bartakamos.
Boy, that did not age well.
You watch The Leftovers? They do a great Perfect Strangers recurring bit.
I mean, Bronson Pinchot was hot for what? 2 years?
Yeah, he was in
Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but he wasn't hot for Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Wait, is Beverly Hills Cop?
No, that was on the down. Uh-oh.
I'm sure Beverly Hills Cop 3 is rotten.
Oh, absolutely.
1 and 2, I'm gonna say 1 and 2 are fresh. 3 is rotten.
Yeah, that's probably right.
As it should be.
I like the third one, but it's really
it's a 9%.
That seems low.
I was expecting a 35.
Yeah, that's low.
That's fucking low.
That's fucking
That's
low.
we might have to cover that movie low.
Yeah, I thought.
George Lucas makes a cameo.
Here's the thing, though, with Eddie Murphy, though. He becomes way more insufferable if put in a bad film. He magnifies the badness of a film.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
As somebody who saw Norbit in theaters, yeah.
Yeah, but before you start, Zach, I'm going to go ahead and...
Okay, the second one's also rotten, but it's 47.
Really?
That's crazy. It's a better action movie than it is a comedy.
Okay, I would have picked that one.
Yeah, no, we're doing 2. We don't need to do 3. We're doing 2. That doesn't.
I think we should do the whole trilogy. I think we do 2 and 3 as one episode, if anything.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it! I already got my favorite line from 3. Damn it!
Is it do the hokey pokey dance?
No. Are you taking a? He said, actually, you're taking a break. Go get that son of a bitch.
Yeah, and the original's in 82.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah, the original was good. 2 was great. 2 was
good. It's a Tony Scott movie. I mean, how bad can it be, really?
Yes, Tony Scott. Son of a bitch. These bastards.
I will say that that's the Beverly Hills Cop series is it's right at that edge of the start of unnecessary comedy sequels.
There you go, yeah.
It's right at that edge where it's the second one's good and then it's just diminishing returns.
Yeah.
But I think the worst offender is probably Police Academy.
It is. I'm here saying that I will sit here and admit right now before we even do that episode that I will admit 3 is still rotten, but it's not a 9. But I'll give it. I'm not gonna sit. I'm gonna do this before Zach even like pants on me and like, no, it's rotten, but it's not a 9. I'm not gonna put it at a 9.
I guess there's no point though if you know it's gonna be rotten out of the
gate.
It's in my top 20 action movies of the 90s though.
You son of a bitch.
And that is the thing that we will. It's like I would much rather do 2 than just 2 than 3.
Yeah, 2. I'm upset with that. Like, really?
The fact that they're working on a 4 scares me.
They've been working on it forever.
Yeah,
although he's gaining traction now, they're doing Coming to America too.
But then again, well, to be fair, it's like Eddie Murphy's on an upswing thanks to Dolomite.
Yep.
Oh, he's gonna waste the living shit out of it though.
Very possible. Unless Coming to America 2 is great.
Yeah, it's like we gotta hold out.
They barely got away with those jokes then.
We gotta see how Coming to America 2 shakes out, and then we'll pass judgment.
And then we'll get to Bowfinger 2.
I'd say let's do Daddy Daycare 2, but they did make a Daddy Daycare 2, and it was
wasn't it with Cuba Gooding Jr.?
It was with Cuba Gooding Jr. Let's not cover Daddy Daycare 2.
No.
Yeah. I doubt Daddy Daycare original is fresh.
How about we leave Rat Race as the only Cuba Gooding Jr. movie we cover?
What about Snow Dogs?
I don't want to cover Snow Dogs.
Nobody wants to cover Snow Dogs.
But we have to cover Boat Trip. We have to cover Boat Trip, right?
God.
There's no way that's not problematic.
Hold on. Can we respect the wishes of Corey L. Williams when he said Boat Trip sucks? He said that, and I'm respecting that man's wishes. It sucked. We're not doing it.
Yeah,
and I heard that
that's
man.
Right, that's right.
Okay,
Corey
all
already
right.
said. Corey literally told us.
Ooh, that's a 0% with Cuba in it. It's called Freedom. I've never heard of it.
We're not doing it. Hold on, is Shadow Boxer rotten?
It's like I'm pretty sure there is exactly one Cuba Gooding Jr. movie that's not rotten.
Whoa!
Nah, he's got like 3 movies.
The Ben Carson story. He played Ben Carson. Jesus.
All right.
All right, we gotta get. Yeah.
No, Daddy Day Camp's at a 1%. Actually, let's see. American Gangster is fresh.
Yeah, I mean Jerry Maguire, as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood. You know, you had a couple.
All right.
After Jerry Maguire,
then.
Yeah.
Then he's very sporadic in quality.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta get this.
Although watch Big Time in Hollywood, Florida. He plays himself, and he's amazing.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this over with. All right, plugs, Eric.
All right, as always, you can find me on Twitter at BunkBunker. You can find me on this channel. No longer defending the belts. Spoilers for if you haven't watched the season finale of Gamer Grudge, but I am no longer your champion. Sad, but it was a hell of a fight. It's a fucking 3.5 hour episode, and I suggest everybody go watch it. Maybe skip a bit in the middle, in like the middle of the opening bits, because there was a lot.
I generally always skipped around when rewatching.
Yeah.
Oh,
are you celebrating his defeat?
No.
But by the way, Mac, you do need to send me your address so I can send you back the belt so we can finally fucking update it.
Oh, bitch. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
You put all of your used masks in there.
Oh, please, no.
For padding.
You are terrible.
Yeah, I still physically have the belt, but I don't have the belt anymore.
As far as I'm concerned, you're still the champion then.
La, la, la,
Yeah,
I guess my plugs, you can find me at Chewbacca Defense on Twitter. You can find me on here. We have me and Mac do film talk. I don't know when we're doing the Room episode, but should be weird. Yeah,
It's gonna be an adventure.
that's one way to describe it.
Oh shit! This has nothing to do with the episode, but the Supreme Court rejected the Texas lawsuit. Oh shit! Oh, just in fucking time, because we're recording on the 11th, and the Electoral College meets in 3 days.
What does that mean again?
It means that very much the Supreme Court said, no, we're not letting Texas say that we have to overturn other states' elections.
Because they're Texas.
They're Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So basically,
and 109 state representatives agreed with that, with Texas sentiment, and now they are going to have egg on their face. They won't get voted out, but
it doesn't really matter. I mean, we saw the writing on the wall.
So much for having to push through Amy Coney Barrett.
I don't live in
Texas. We're just
Texas.
fucking stuck with her.
Well, I'm not in Texas, but I'm stuck with.
I don't understand the implication of people thinking they hate her because she's Catholic. I don't.
No, we don't think she's Catholic. We think she's a part of a fucking cult because she is.
Yes.
This is true. Anyway, Zach.
I got nothing.
All right, Mac, what do you got?
Can you hear us,
Mac?
Oh, I can hear you. Sorry, I was doing the Ewok dance. Sorry.
doing a little yub nub?
Yeah, I know. Don't know.
Got it. You are secretly a furry Ewok. An Ewok furry.
And I'm a Wookiee, Chewbacca.
See?
Are they related?
No.
What?
That's pretty racist.
That is
Because you literally just looked at them. They both have fur. They must be related.
Look. In his defense, it's like, what do we name these the race of this hairy character we have? Oh, he'll be a Wookiee. What about this other race? Ewok.
What?
Mac is the kind of person who goes to Endor wearing a sign that says, I hate Ewoks.
And that's the episode, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Actually,
I hate Ewok.
Actually, I believe the actual thing that would be is he would go to the Wookiee home planet and wear the sign that says, I hate fuzzballs.
That's their N-word.
Yeah, that's their N-word. Han Solo's got the card. That's the reason he's called Chewbacca Fuzzball.
Yeah, okay.
And he wears it in the neighborhood with a gun taped to his back or a full circle.
Is that what a nerf is? Like as a nerf herder? Is that the N-word?
Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a great episode.
Lucas, please write us. Let us know. What is the N-word Wookiee?
Next episode, we're going to be covering Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. The adventure begins.
Actually, I think it's Scott. No, Scott's next, ain't he?
No, I'm next because we got finger.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Scott's is.
Scott's is a Speed Racer.
What?
Speed Racer.
Racer.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rest of these will be positive reviews from me.
Fuck you, Zach. Fuck you.
They picked things I actually like. Wait, it's the show is at an 88%. Okay, how is the show at an 88? In the movie rotten.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into it, Zach. You're probably going to sit up here and be a Debbie Downer like always, you fuck.
No, I like
he
both
just
of
said
those.
he's going to be positive about it.
I like both of those.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Zach. Fuck you. You can see the finger, can't you?
You
Anyway.
picked an action movie knowing full well I dislike the genre. What
All right, here's the third time I'm ending this episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Go watch shows.
Go watch shows. Not even go watch our shows. Go watch shows.
Just in general.
Just in general.
Watch Bones. I think if anything, this show is promoting